Stop doing that behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Some people may get, because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing.
Apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property.
Ice Cube recently spoke openly about Floyd Mayweather and a reported $42 million fraud while appearing on Joe Rogan podcast. He said Floyd changed his image from Pretty Boy Floyd, who was known as a smart and talented boxer, to Money Mayweather, who seems more focused on cash than his place in boxing history. Ice Cube pointed out that Floyd now relies a lot on exhibition matches and doubtful business deals to keep up his expensive way of living. Joe Rogan agreed and said Floyd keeps stepping into fights not to prove his skill but because his costly lifestyle pushes him to keep earning more money.
Well, it's interesting when fighters figure out ways to do that too, like what Floyd is doing. What Floyd is doing is so interesting. He retires from fighting and he says, I'll just start boxing people who have no chance.
Hey, why not? You know? I mean, exhibition. Like, we saw that in, what is Rocky 3 or something?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, he's like, he started doing exhibitions with Hulk Hogan, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And got caught. I mean, he got hurt, like, you know, dealing with that. So, I mean, I think people want to see Floyd fight. You know, some people want to see him lose.
Broke his hands a lot. So when he was younger, they called him Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah.
And then he changed his name to Money. And when he changed his name to Money, he turns heel.
Yeah.
He became like this guy and everybody wanted to see him get beat.
Yeah.
And he's the most unhittable guy in the history of the sport.
Yes, sir.
He's right up there with Pernell Whitaker. Like, those are the two guys that I say are like the most elusive guys in modern, not, you know, past Willie Pep, in modern era. Pernell Whitaker and Floyd. Floyd's even more impressive because he stands right in front of guys.
He stands right in front of you and you can't hit him.
Right in front of you.
And you can't get a good one on him.
You can't get shit on him.
It's one of the most amazing skill sets. He's like a you know, one of those like Minnesota Fats kind of pool players that know all the
Floyd Mayweather is known as one of the greatest athletes in sports history, but his constant show of massive wealth has often created discussion and criticism. Recently, he said he owns $42 million worth of property, yet public records quickly proved that claim wrong. This overstatement upset many fans and critics who felt it was dishonest and not needed. No one doubts his talent in the ring, but people are now wondering why he would make claims like this that could damage the trust and respect he built during his boxing career.
Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property. This is not an indictment on Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. He is one of the best boxers we've ever seen. Anybody who is privy to Floyd Mayweather's antics outside of the ring knows Floyd ain't bought no goddamn apartment buildings in no Upper Manhattan, bro. We knew that when he told us. I'm not sure who Floyd Mayweather thought he was fooling. Nothing about Floyd Mayweather outside of a boxing ring says savvy.
2021 boxer Floyd Mayweather and Rapid Tiger reportedly worked with a watch broker and paid in advance to buy expensive watches and jewelry from Miami jeweler Leonard Salmanov, but after that no further payments were sent. Because of this, Salmanov filed a federal case in August 2024 claiming several violations, including racketeer-influenced and corrupt organizations, RICO Act, fraud, civil conspiracy, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and civil theft. The complaint says Mayweather and Tiger still owe close to $4 million for luxury goods such as Audemars Piguet, Richard Mille, and Patek Philippe watches, along with different diamond jewelry items.
Floyd Mayweather and Tyga might get away without paying $4 million in jewelry. So a lot of wealthy people buy assets or luxury items under business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid using a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker can't go after Floyd or Tyga because they didn't buy it from them personally. A business that they may control bought it and then gifted it to them. But in this sense is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits. But as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry cheap.
Floyd Mayweather has earned huge amounts from exhibition fights, especially those with famous names like Logan Paul. These matches are usually not as intense as regular boxing contests, but they bring in serious money. The exact numbers are not always officially shared, yet reports say the payments are enormous. For example, the Mayweather vs. Logan Paul exhibition is believed to have brought in nearly $50 million. The strong results came not just from the bout but also from the huge audience and major sponsorship agreements tied to the event.
How much money Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul made to box each other. There was over 1 million pay-per-view buys, which means there's $50 million in revenue. And Floyd made $10 million just to show and half of the pay-per-view buys, which is $35 million. Meanwhile, Logan made $250,000 just to show and 10% of the pay-per-view buys, which is about $5 million. And that's not even to mention the sponsors. Floyd said that patches on his trunk cost $30 million to sponsor. Do you think Floyd is capping or no? He even came rocking an OnlyFans sponsorship. And Logan probably even made more in sponsorships than Floyd because he has a much larger platform. Walked into the ring with this Charizard Pokemon and now it's worth $1 million. He also made tons of other sponsorships with Atari and other crypto companies. Hit that follow button if you didn't.
Logan Paul, the YouTube star and boxer, openly said that Floyd Mayweather did not pay him the $3 million he was supposed to receive after their exhibition match. This statement created doubts about how Mayweather handles his money and suggested that even with his huge income he might have struggled to meet the terms of the agreement. Logan also suggested he could take legal steps, which means this conflict might turn into a bigger financial battle.
Mayweather is bankrupt. At least that's what Logan Paul thinks. Logan hopped on the walkway to Fight Club show, and when he was asked about being paid, he was nothing short of honest.
It's unfortunate because, you know, same Floyd Money Mayweather. Surely I was going to get my check fairly quickly, right? And that didn't happen, so I'm sure it'll come eventually, right? I realized, okay, I'm being strung along. This is a classic, hey, buddy, you're the new guy in this industry. We're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault. Maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes. Or maybe he does. I don't know. And I don't really care. I just want my money.
Did you fight Floyd or something? Yeah. Did he pay you to lose?
Nah,
what happened?
he didn't pay me. I wish you'd pay me.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You got it on you by any chance?
I have it in Nigerian money. I'll give you 10 million in Nigerian money. That's about $1,100 money. So is that your only loss was Floyd?
No, I didn't lose. It was an exhibition, so there's no loser.
There's no loser in exhibition?
No.
So you both are winners? It's like a tie. That's not a good feeling. It's like tongue kissing your sister or something. Not a great.
The missed payment to Logan Paul turned into a clear warning of legal action. Logan said he could take Mayweather to court over the unpaid $3 million, which points to possible issues in how Floyd manages his finances. Despite his famous boxing career, this case hints at a repeated problem of not meeting contract promises. Logan's public reactions show his rising anger about the unpaid money and raise questions about Mayweather's trustworthiness in business matters.
Something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking it to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
Mayweather exhibition fights have secured big sponsorship deals, including partnerships with cryptocurrency companies, which have added a large share to the total earnings of these events. However, his connection to the crypto world has also brought criticism. Reports claim that Floyd might not have completely understood the details or risks of the projects he supported, which has led people to question his judgment and responsibility in promoting such ventures.
You know, investing in crypto is the cool thing to do right now. So Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather just had their fight. Logan went 8 rounds with the 50-0 Mayweather, but look at their shorts. So first of all, here is Logan's shorts that he wore. He had Blockfolio as a sponsor, which, you know, we all track our portfolios on Blockfolio, and he also had Superbid. Superbid is some kind of random coin that sponsored Logan. And their whole website right now is just about how they sponsored him. But let's take a look at Floyd's shorts. Floyd Mayweather was sponsored by Ethereum Max, which is just some random ass coin that paid Floyd to put them on his shorts. As you can see, it's one of those 0.00 shit coins. It's down 10% even after the promo. So I obviously don't recommend buying any of those coins. But you can see that Floyd and Logan were both sponsored by crypto companies, which is honestly pretty cool for an event.
Floyd Mayweather connections with cryptocurrency companies have raised doubts among many people. Reports say he was paid large sums to promote their projects, but later it became clear that he might not have fully known if the businesses he supported were genuine or trustworthy.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like what
we all know that.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy can't read, Yeah. How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does it.
Imagine listening to Floyd Mayweather, a man who can't even read, for investing advice. That's exactly what happened last year when he was paid to promote the absolute Ponzi scheme token Ethereum Max, along with other celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Antonio Brown, and Paul Pierce. The coin shortly fell 97% right after the launch, leaving millions of fans and investors bankrupt. So to see what coins you should be actually buying, be sure to follow me. But like I was saying,
when famous people like Floyd Mayweather promote cryptocurrencies, it creates growing concern. Their support can make these projects look real and trustworthy even if they are poorly planned or even fraudulent, which may lead their followers into risky or harmful investments without proper checks. Such endorsements can give the feeling that a digital coin is safe and legitimate when in reality it might not be.
Executing these scams are like Anon people hiding behind a Pepe avatar. And of course there's a laundry list of famous influencers, Logan Paul, Kim Kardashian's David Dobrik, that have all endorsed these absolute shitcoin scam casino rugs that leaves their investors high and dry because they paid them a bunch of money up front and maybe they didn't know any better because it's such a nascent space. But I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist. Now everybody knows Floyd's an opportunist. He's an entrepreneur. He likes to make money. He always has money, talks about money. That's his shtick. That's his persona. That's fine. You can make money. You can be a hustler. You can get paid a bunch to box, do whatever.
The strong influence of celebrities promoting risky cryptocurrency projects shows why stricter rules for influencer marketing are needed. People like Floyd Mayweather have a huge impact on public opinion, and their support can unintentionally make questionable schemes seem real. Even with increasing criticism of his financial actions, Mayweather still emphasizes the record-breaking money he has made in boxing.
Well, I think I'm separated now. I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis that guy?
So I want to get this right. I just want to get this right. So I'm a kid that comes from poverty, comes from nothing. 7 of us in a 1-bedroom, mother on drugs, dad career didn't go good. Dad ended up in prison, and I beat all odds and worked extremely hard to get it the legal way. And I'm proud to boast and brag about.
Floyd Mayweather is famous for showing off his wealth, often posting photos and videos with huge amounts of cash. In one striking instance, he carried $2.5 million in a backpack instead of putting it in a bank. His love for flaunting money isn't just online. At public events like award shows, he has also displayed large sums, building his image as extremely rich. Mosley has commented on Mayweather's finances, saying that his fear of losing isn't just in the ring but also applies to his money. He believes that Mayweather's constant need to show off his wealth and chase big earnings comes from a fear of losing his luxurious lifestyle.
Well, I like Eddie. So one day, somebody, because you know I don't have social media on my phone. Yeah. So they showed me Eddie. Eddie was like, Floyd Mayweather ain't got no money. That's why he doing exhibitions. No, Eddie don't believe that now.
Yeah. Well, Eddie will say some shit like that now.
Eddie will say some shit like that. But one thing, don't worry about that. But me and Eddie got it clear. Didn't we, Eddie?
Yeah.
One thing, me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20, no problem. Anything less, can't be less than 10. Because then we're struggling for money.
I had to show Eddie some of the account. Eddie, hold up.
Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I was his promoter. You know what I'm saying?
Former MMA fighter and analyst Chael Sonnen has also spoken about Mayweather's finances. He thinks that Floyd's money problems are probably caused by overspending or careless spending habits rather than not making enough money.
Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box when he said he's retired, why? Why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion, Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money...
Floyd Mayweather has faced accusations of taking part in financial schemes that let down his fans. One major claim involves promotions where people were tricked into buying tickets, merchandise, or event access that never actually happened. A TikTok investigation pointed out that a lot of Mayweather's brand depended more on hype than on real results.
Just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
Drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
there's more scamming to be done.
And it's not over.
Oh my God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he fucking did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got...
That's the end of today's video. Keep watching for more updates and news stories.